What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Raf the Trader here, back again with another video for you guys. Hey, today's video is going to be a midweek recap of GBP USD. So far this week, man, GU done gave out over 150 pips from Monday all the way to today, February 2nd, 2022, as I'm making this video. So, hey, if you are new to this channel, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, man. Really appreciate it. So now let's get into this video. As you guys already know, for me coming into the charts, I like to find that high, that low, and that 50% of last week's move. All right, you guys already know that. And if you've been following the channel, you already know how I do my support and resistance. So let's just get into this video. All right. So as you can see from last week, we were in a downtrend. All right. Overall trend was a downtrend. All right. So for me, seeing that, I'm looking for a sell coming into Monday, but I trade what the market gives me. Okay. So like I said, we was in a downtrend. Then on that Friday, we did have a little minor break of structure here with this little uptrend. But as you guys can see, we broke above this swing high, this high right here with this move. All right. And then we dropped again. We came up and gave a nice little break and retest for a nice little buy move here. But as you guys can see, we never broke above this here lower high and this here lower high. All right. So we just was creating higher highs and higher lows within a downtrend, which is a divergence. Okay. So for me, seeing that coming in for Monday, I'm looking for a sell. So what do? I take my fib from that most relative lower high to that low, and now I'm just waiting on the retracement. All right, let's blow this up. So as you guys can see, when the market opened up on Sunday, price started to push up. We got up here, we got all the way up to the 75% fib retracement. We got a nice tweezer top pattern here. That next candlestick is your entry. So you wait on that pullback, because I told you guys GBP like to give a little pullback. So you wait on that pullback, and once price start coming back your way, you take an entry. So entry is here, and just ride them on down. That was 52 pips right there. 52 pips, guys, on that Monday. All right, now let's go into Tuesday. So now, as you can see, for Tuesday, we're starting to head up to that 50%. And like I told you guys before, with me, you know what I mean, when price starts getting to that 50% of those lows or those highs, that's when I'm looking for a nice little move. All right. So as you guys can see, once we started making that little uptrend move, we was heading towards that 50%. We rejected it. We came back. We rejected that 50%. Then we went into accumulation. All right. So as you guys can see from when the market opened up during Asian session, we was just accumulating. We finally closed above our support, came back, gave a nice little retest. Now you could have took an impulse entry here. You could have waited until price got up to your resistance, or waited till it broke the high of this previous candle, took an entry here, or you could have waited until price broke that previous day's high. You could have took an entry there, or you could have just waited until price broke the 50% and took an entry. All right, either one of those would have been a good entry, because as you can see, you was already starting to create a little uptrend. All right, so if you go down to the 15-minute time frame or the 5-minute time frame, I'm sure you got some type of candlestick pattern to give you a nice little entry. But I do everything off of the 30-minute time frame. So as you can see, price, if you took an entry here from off of your resistance, as you can see, price gave out, that was a 64 pip move. All right, 64 pips, guys. 64 pip move. All right. So even if, you know what I mean, even if you didn't catch this or see this, you could have just caught the pullback. All right, you could have caught the pullback. But just know when you're doing a pullback, you're just trading from zone to zone. So price did close inside of your zone, came back, gave you a nice retest. And as this candle starts coming down, you take an entry and you could have caught this nice little pullback. But then, all right, doing New York session, if you didn't catch the buy for London, this was your buy move. All right. As you can see, price came up, finally gave you that retracement. You got a nice tweezer bottom candlestick. Wait on that 50% pullback, take an entry. And here's your entry. Once price starts back coming up, or you could take an entry here because your stop loss would have been down here. All right. So if you took an entry here, that was a nice 43 pips. That was doing New York session. The London session gave you a good 50. All right. All right. Now coming into Wednesday, what do we have? Price make a move, accumulate. All right. Accumulation. Get up. Doing the Asian session, price started just accumulating. All right. Now, same thing here, guys. If you wanted to, those who trade breakouts, you could have waited until price broke that previous day high from yesterday. You could have took an entry there. And if you trade breakouts, that was an entry. You could have took an entry here and just try to, go from zone to zone. That was 20 pips. But me, I let this go because I need to see that retest. All right. So as you guys can see, price closed above the zone, came back, gave you a nice retest. And even though it did not come back and, fully touch this support, you got to remember that support and resistance is a zone. All right. It's a zone. Okay. So for me, I also like to just use my fib, for extra confluence. So I take that fib from that low to that high. All right. So not only did I get, I got the close in my zone. I came back, I got the retest. So I got a retest of the previous day high, a retest of my support, and I also got a 62.5% retracement. All right. So this next candlestick here, I'm taking an entry because as you can see, price came down, gave a nice rejection of all three of those. Wait for this candle to close. Entry is here. And if you drop down to the 15-minute, like some people like to do, then you definitely would have an engulfing candle, and you could have taken the entry once you got that pullback. So you take an entry here, and you already know where it's going. Once it break above the 50%, it's going to that high. And if you took it to that high, you got you a good 34. But if you got your runner and you just holding, you just hold. All right. So that gave out a nice, what we got there, nice 56 pips right there. So like I told you guys, so far this week, GBP USD done gave out over 150 plus pips in 3 days. All right, over 150 plus pips in 3 days, you guys. All right. So, hey, with that being said, I'm gonna go and eat my dinner. Go back in, wait for London session to open up, get me some sleep, get me a nice little shower in. Also go do me some studying, read my Quran, because you always got to have that good word. And, we'll get back to it. So if you guys enjoyed this video, man, hey, give me a thumbs up, man. I really appreciate it. Be the reason somebody smiles, all right? Be the reason somebody smiles. Have a good one. Peace and love, family.